we our other host, Hills the Key. So exciting. She's been, very busy with that. So shouts out to Kia. We can't wait for you to come back and, mwah, 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 Kia.
Congratulations.
Yeah, it's exciting. So y'all, Kia will be in and out, but obviously baby needs to be priority. So shouts out to Kia again. And then next, how we start out Hills to Cleat every week, we start with our shoe cam. So exciting.
Still wearing my Untitled Chapter.
Those are cute though.
What you call those?
That's
the Greek freaks.
The Greek freaks.
Yeah,
Is it really?
Yeah, Untitled Chapter, whatever that is,
Yeah.
That's it though, right?
Nice color
That's
combination.
Well, it goes great.
Yeah.
That's it though, right?
Nice color
That's not-
combination.
Well, it goes great with my security uniform. You know what I'm saying? black and yellow, baby. Oh, you Pittsburgh. Yeah, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow.
Nice,
You'll be ordering a pair of those.
nice.
Here, we got the classic Air Force Ones, right?
Yeah.
In the Royal.
The one.
1901.
That's right.
Man, I just have on my Sundance Meloness, cute flip-flops, vacation ready all the time, nothing big.
Prominent people, you ask it, man, if they win, it's going to be impressive if they win, just because they've been able to meld all those personalities, because you got a lot of ball dominant people who aren't used to sharing.
A lot of ball dominant people,
Yep.
not used to sharing.
Yep.
Starting with your leader, LeBron. Is he gonna actually give way to these guys? That's the
Right.
big question.
Is Westbrook going to be able to step aside? I give it a month before we get a Westbrook face at LeBron in the locker room.
I think
remember his mean face when gonna be the same one directed at LeBron.
Do the face again.
Okay.
I think can they last? I think stamina through the whole season of the NBA, just the injuries and the wear and tear. It's gonna be interesting to see who's still available 100% at the end of the season for them.
But you have a lot of, they are veterans, a bunch of, older cats and all. But because there's so many of them, they can really, I think you really spread the wealth
they can
on the
platoon
court.
it.
Yeah, you really can.
That's if everybody playing though.
Right.
That's if you got. That's if to win is everybody seeing the floor. Just because all them players is on the roster don't mean everybody gonna play. Sometimes it be a cold 7 to 8 man rotation.
The guys they brought in ain't gonna play.
What I could
Well,
see,
I mean, we would hope so.
I could definitely see, instead of now the deal is to rest yourself. When they'll take personal days off. You could definitely see a situation where everybody's stats drop, but that's just because they're seeing
they
decreased
don't care.
minutes.
They want to
they see
so they don't
decreased
care.
minutes, and that's not a big deal. Like that is what it is.
Right.
But you could definitely see a situation where every 3 days, 2 people are resting. You know what I'm saying? And that allows you to string out what's going on.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting with Carmelo. You know what I mean? As we all know, it's Hurricane Ida, man. What's your thoughts? Shauna?
When I hear about hurricanes and Hurricane Ida and all these different things, and I see people on IG and they're on, social media posting the aftermath and, like, oh, look what's happened to my house, the roof, the water, the flood. It's like, why weren't you doing that before it happened? If you really wanted to get out, like, why weren't you posting your information, asking for help before it happened? Like, why wait? And some people say, oh, well, they don't have the resources, they're poor. I'm from Florida. I've been through many hurricanes. When it's a category 3, 4, 5, especially a 4 or 5 like Ida was, resources are there. They bust you out. They provide that for you. It's a choice. A lot of people make that choice to stay. So for me, it's the selfishness of making the choice to stay and then expecting people to come and risk their lives to rescue you.
But the flip side is, I think you got people who've never been away from home. Right. And they've never been anywhere else. You know what I mean? Outside of the last hurricane, this is all they know.
And you've got to be willing to walk away from everything you own.
From everything you
guarantee
own.
It's going to be bad.
That's correct.
If your neighbor's leaving, people going to be looting. It is what it is.
That first night, all the power in all of New Orleans was out. The entire city was out. Dark.
Man,
can you imagine?
Man, what?
The entire city?
Listen.
We panicked when our block is out.
Right. I was going to say, our block was out 2 days ago. And
When
were
the power
calling
gonna be on? 3 hours.
Yeah.
3 hours.
And you talking about the whole city.
Right.
Right.
And that's-
Man, it's
That's
got to be
huge.
tough. I'm from Atlanta, born and raised. Do you know what would have to happen in here for me to decide just to leave Atlanta and say I may never come back? I'd be hard pressed to do it.
Leave Atlanta and look at all the stuff that you built, created,
right.
and everything, and just walk away, literally knowing that you may not ever see it again.
And most people aren't liquid to the extent that I can leave, go to another city, hit that ATM, and pull all my stuff back out. Most people only got what they got right here.
Well, I'm saying though, if we've had proof, and if it's proof that the flood or the disaster is gonna destroy everything, you know, I don't think that's. I mean, it would be hard, but I mean, you got to go.
Not to be philosophical, but when we talk about, especially in the South, when we talk about why people don't leave places in the South, it's because the blood of our families are in the soil. You know what I'm saying? And it's like my family is and always has been in Atlanta, in the South Side, all that. So for me to have to leave a place like, man, I live in East Point, and it's hard for me because I'm from the South Side.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not to be too deep about it, but man, when the blood of your family is in the soil and is in this place, man, you're a part of this place. Man, it's hard to it'd be hard to walk away from it.
Right. I was in the military. Well, my father's military.
Let's talk about Sha'Carri Richardson real quick. So we already know she lost the race badly, but now she's hurting herself in terms of revenue because she's going around criticizing. Not only is she criticizing the Jamaicans who simply blew her out. I mean, let's just call it what it is. And then what's her name, Allison Felix. She even went at her.
So show support.
That's crazy.
She kind of blew that off, like, you know, on some, nah, I'm good. Basically, that's kind of how it was.
That's crazy. For her to blow off Alex Felix, first of all, Alex Felix is the woman with the most medals of Olympic athletes. Definitely.
Arguably the greatest American female track star of all time. Arguably, yes.
Right.
You know, and for her to be so humble and still, you know, down to earth and, you know, really into, you know, showing and giving support, and for you to just brush it off, like, let's be honest, you know, I think Sha'Carri is a great talent, all those great things, right? She hasn't won anything yet. No. What has she won?
Nothing major,
right,
at this point.
Yeah, so I think I don't want her to learn a hard lesson in humility, but I just hope the people around her start to help her with humility and the importance of it.
The problem is we knew this would happen even if she made the Olympics. We knew this was going to happen. Like, that was the big deal. If she didn't make it, or even if she had gone, she wasn't going to finish no better than fourth because she wasn't going to beat any of those three from Jamaica. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it was. So for her to...
Do you think that?
Yeah, I don't think she had a shot.
Really?
Yeah. There was those three women running for Jamaica. Listen, you know, Shelly Ann Fraser-Price is
I don't think she's gonna beat her.
Well, and she finished second.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? Was she gonna finish third?
Yeah. Well, I mean, her times prior to were equivalent to all of them. You know what I mean? She had some phenomenal times going in, and I think her style has to change. You know, I think she has to blame her trainer. You know, if you notice how she runs, she takes a slow start, and then she tries to go from 30 yards on. But on first 30, she don't go as hard.
Right.
And then she tries to explode. You know what I mean? That's how she's been winning these races. But these women here are veterans, and the one who won, that stride she has, man. You don't want to try to play catch up with her.
You can't, because she out the blocks.
Yeah.
What I'm hoping, I don't want to say.
Me, I see you looking at like I ain't never ran the 100 in my life.
Yeah, I never got into all that.
Never.
I love track.
But I hope she closes her mouth and not lose any more sponsors.
One more point on these hot topics, man. A couple weeks ago, you all see this lady slap this man at the middle of the Steelers football game. Just literally slap this man in the face.
And then he knocked out her boyfriend.
She caught one of them too, though. She caught like
she got
one
a boyfriend knocked out cold.
She caught 1.5 on them too, though. She got touched by a lady.
She got slapped. Yeah. But what's your thoughts there?
I think that's where women, and I say women because I think that's where women have to really, really, really watch themselves, watch their mouths, watch their tone towards, you know, another man. Because honestly, when you're with your dude, you've literally now put him in that position to get knocked out. You've done that.
Okay, and let me piggyback
She
on
literally
this, though.
put in that position.
That behavior is being misunderstood.
Right, she's done that. She didn't
Come on.
just go off on this guy.
Yeah,
She's done it at home
This
too.
is her. This
Yeah,
her.
this
She
who
thinks
she
she
is.
been getting away with it with him.
Right.
He been letting it go. She been
Right.
slapping him up. She thought she was gonna do Buddy like that, and Buddy said, "Oh no." Buddy tried to hit her. She slipped one of them and just barely missed, and then Buddy
He didn't want
to. So
his swing with her was a natural reaction to the
right.
slap.
He was glad when Buddy stepped up.
Yeah,
because
made it easier for him.
You had to take it. You know, you
Right.
got to get this.
You got what was coming.
But she definitely slipped one. She almost caught a haymaker. So you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's used to doing it, obviously. So.
Yeah, and people gotta understand. Like, I mean, you're a fan. I will never understand this. Why fans? I understand you feel, I don't know, empowered or something. I don't know, but you don't play for the Steelers. You're not on their payroll. You like, calm down. You have no control over the outcome of the game. You don't affect any. Like, calm down. It's not that serious to get arrested or to be out here.
That had something to do with. They ain't had to do with the game though. That had something to do with like Polly J. They was in the same space, and she just was.
Well, let me ask you, but based on that scenario, do y'all think if that was a white guy, she would still slap him?
That's a whole different thing to examine.
I'm just saying. Do you think?
I think.
Do you think that?
Listen,
Because you know we are.
I
there's
think
a
she
sensitive
wouldn't have. And you know why?
entitlement thing
You know
is-
why?
is
I
being
almost think she
notorious.
probably felt he was gonna feel powerless in the moment, like and dare, like how dare you? You know, say do something back to me. She probably didn't think that he would have, handled the situation.
Majority of the people that are in the stadium are also.
White guy.
I don't think
do
she
you think
would
she
have.
still had that gumption to slap this man?
Nah.
I see your angle because at first I was thinking, but I see what you're saying because the stadium and the majority of the people that are in the stadium are also probably not looking. That are not black.
Don't look like him.
Yeah. I see your angle. That's a very interesting point.
Yeah,
You
she
call her
probably
up and
felt like
ask.
I don't think
there's
so.
a lot of
I
you
don't-
around
I don't
here.
think she
Yeah.
would
There's
have.
only one of you around here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How dare you talk to me?
Exactly.
Very possible.
Very
Well,
Very
who is the most?
We are rolling into these AFFL tournaments. If you haven't heard and you're in football world, I don't know where you've been, but the money was in AFFL and the men's team, the women's team, $200,000. So let's get into you guys. Let's get into this championship winning team, amazingness, this performance y'all put on. And let's just start from the top. How did the Kings of Florida come about as a team?
Basically, our team is made up of two powerhouse teams out of Central Florida, one out of Orlando and one out of Tampa. And we basically been playing each other for so many years, for so long, that we decided to, make a powerhouse and see what type of, damage we could cause in the flag football world. And for the past 3 years, we've been pretty successful.
Okay, awesome. So you guys just played each other and y'all decided to join teams.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Were there any egos at the beginning of that merger?
Of course, as usual.
There's two powerhouses. Like, how did y'all determine
Yeah.
who's gonna start? Like, who are y'all starters for offense and defense?
Our offense is our quarterback, Mark, hands down right now, maybe the greatest quarterback in flag football. We got Darius Davis, the logo himself.
Jumping on wild, catching on.
Yeah, Mr. One Hand, yeah. Don't give him too much glory. His hair already big enough. And we our whole team is full of weapons, man. Everybody can play both sides of the ball, so it'll be kind of long for me to just go through every single name. But TJ Glover, Jason Brown, Velton Brown, Rico Brown, Marquise, Samir, Breeze, Mike Twice. I could go on and on. We have athletes all around the board, so it's just not one name that you could throw out there that won't be able to do everything that everybody else could do.
Nice. The journey. You guys are now all together. You hear about this AFFL journey for this $200,000. How did the journey start? Walk us through the journey.
The first year we put a team in, we were called Super Fly, And the reason for that was because half of our team actually went and played with fighting cancer, so we couldn't use the name Kings of Florida, just for the simple fact that we weren't full strength. So the first year we played, we made it to New Jersey, I want to say, and then we lost to the quarterback from YTG this year, Lynn. Yeah, Lynn. I can't think of his last name right now, but we lost to him maybe like in the quarterfinals. And this year we decided to revamp, and all the guys decided we'll play together versus splitting up again. And the outcome was what we expected.
Nice. Nice. So just to throw a curveball, who keeps y'all motivated on the team the most? Like, who's y'all biggest motivator?
Keith Walker. Keith is the heart and soul of the team. Outside of him being one of the strongest people on the team, he's actually one of the most vocal. And then with his situation going on, the main reason we played was for him. If a lot of people don't know, he has a condition where he needs to have an operation with his kidneys. So, we all decided we was going to play for him. We got to GoFundMe and, stuff like that. So the winnings, most of the profit is going to go towards, his movement.
That's deep.
Spectacular.
That's deep.
That is really big because that was one of my questions. We want to know what y'all were going to do with the winnings after the taxes.
Is that like playing with purpose? Yep, that's playing with purpose right there, buddy.
Yeah, it was definitely a purpose. Yeah, it was. I mean, of course, it's still going to be split up between the guys that played and our reserves, but, Keith is going to definitely get his fair share because of the time and effort he put in with us through his whole journey of, fighting his illness right now. So we can't do nothing but give back to him. He's been there for us this whole time. So it is what it is.
Top notch, brother. It's top notch.
That's incredible. So on the other end of that spectrum, who keeps y'all laughing the most on the team? Who keeps y'all laughing the most on the team?
Mike Twice, the heart and soul of the entertainment of the team, I would say.
Like twice. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Walk us through the game, championship game, AFFL, at the point where y'all knew y'all were about to win all this time. What was going through y'all's bodies, y'all's mind? What were the conversations?
Hold on 1 second. So look, before y'all got there, y'all beat Mean Machine. Mean Machine is a team that we be playing frequently here in Atlanta. So, we know them, and they upset Fighting Cancer. Of course, everybody want to see y'all in Fighting Cancer because supposedly y'all were the two favorites to win anyway, and y'all was on the same side. But we was all shocked to see Mean Machine beat Fighting Cancer, and actually, two of the guys in our league played with Mean Machine to help them beat Fighting Cancer. So we play them a lot. We don't really play y'all. We never played Kings of Florida, but we played Fighting Cancer. We played, all the big dogs. But we ain't played y'all before. But we didn't see y'all before. This is the quarterback of Shockwave. But anyway, bro. Yeah, y'all nasty though. But anyway, y'all, we wanted to see y'all play Fighting Cancer, but y'all playing Mean Machine. I just wanted to let you know we've been playing who y'all done beat on y'all road to win y'all money. That's all. So,
Yeah.
that's all.
Were you shocked by that, Avery, that you guys were not playing Fighting Cancer?
Not really. We wanted to get the people what they wanted to see, and we were predicting that they was gonna win, and we was hoping that they would win. But the football guys had other things in mind. We played against Hoosh and Brandon and Nephew many times. Like it's always a battle when we play against them, and it wouldn't have been nothing different this time. It just it didn't go that way.
Who got more seven-man? Who got more seven-man championships? If you don't mind me asking.
Fighting Cancer as a team, they definitely have more.
Okay.
Than us. Like I said, we've only been established for 3 years.
Right. Okay.
But But our regular 7-man team, strictly out of Tampa, before we formed Kings of Florida, we beat Fighting Cancer like I want to say 3 years ago in Orlando at Nationals.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Question: when the build-up is to play a certain team, and I gotta imagine that for some time in the tournament you were focused on it. When that chance ends and you got to move on with business, how does that change the mindset within your team when you've been gearing up to face some people that you know that you probably have some sort of history with? Some I don't want to say vendetta, but like when you play people you know you've played before, there's a little extra behind it. When you lose that opportunity to play those people by no fault of your own, you've got to motivate yourself in a different way. How does the team adjust to something like that when you've been gearing up for that matchup?
Yeah, good question.
well, with us, we don't take no team for granted. You know, we line up in front of everybody. We got the same mindset. You know, our goal is to hold you to 0 points, and we're gonna score as much as we can. So I don't care if Tom Brady's on the other side of the ball or if they got Darrell Revis and Jalen Ramsey playing corner on the other side. You know, we're going to play our game. We're going to play Kings of Florida football. So it don't matter. Like, our game plan never changes. The mindset never changes of the team. You know, our players might actually get a little bit more amped because we're playing against somebody new versus playing against somebody we done played against 13, 14 times.
Nice. So when you guys realize, okay, in the huddle, we're about to win this 200,000. What were the talks like that you guys let off the gas? What were you feeling in your body? Like, I think I was in my shaking. How were you guys feeling? What was it?
All right, first, let me take y'all back to Saturday.
Okay.
So we actually lost to them the first game. And the tournament was best 2 out of 3. So when we lost, it was like an unreal feeling because of how they came back and how they won. So that whole night, it was like an eerie, I don't even know how to explain it, like a feeling over the hotel. And, you know, you had your little groups that was separated, you know, everybody talking about what should have been done, what could have been done better, what we could have adjusted, you know, all this stuff like that. So Saturday we get to the locker room. You don't see no sad faces. You see nobody down. Everybody, you know, we got positive mindset, positive vibes. And then DRC, he gave us a speech inside the locker room. And, you know, that basically let us know, like, we got each other back. Everybody's here for one main purpose. We got that loss out the let the past be the past. And we're going forward.
Nice. Okay, so that was Saturday. Bring us into Sunday.
That was Saturday. So Sunday, you know, we beat them the first game. Came down to the last 20 minutes, and in the huddle, it was, you know, handle business, play fast, play hard. Nate Webster's favorite saying is, you know, we pull hard, we play hard. And that's basically letting everybody know we swarm into the ball on defense. Offense, we trailing for the pitches. You know, everybody stay alive, keep your feet moving. The last 2 minutes of the game, when Jason Brown scored, we you know, it was a pre-celebration, but we kind of already knew that, you know, it is what it is. We done won, and you could take that monkey off our shoulder because, you know, we overcame adversity as a team.
Beautiful. What's next for you guys as a team? Last question for me.
That'll be a question you'll have to ask our GM. John Fletcher, it would be the guy that would tell you exactly what we're going to do as a team from here. Our main goal was this, of course. Now, if we're going to go back in nationals as KOF or in states as KOF, I'm not sure. But I'm pretty sure, like, anything out of the state or, you know, for a big money tournament anywhere else, you definitely see us again.
That's what's up. For sure. That's what's up. So you all were the same group as part of the 8-man championship in Florida a couple years ago too, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So is that decision as well? Y'all gonna still try to do multiple?
Now hold on. Did the quarterback change since then from that game to this game?
No, that's the same
It's the
quarterback.
same quarterback. Okay. I thought Gator was one of the quarterbacks. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, Gator. Octavius Day. No, Gator played with us, but he wasn't our quarterback.
Okay. Okay, for sure. I remember it though. So yeah, I remember Gator.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, Avery, thank you guys so much. And thank you for being with us tonight. Thank you for agreeing to talk about, y'all's journey. It's been so exciting. It's going to be exciting for the whole football world to continue to watch y'all grow. Thank you so much again. And wait, if you have any shout-outs like that, you can go ahead.
I ain't too much of a verbal person. Shout out the whole Florida flag football. Everybody. I'm not going to go through names. I just want to shout out everybody. And anybody who ever played against us, thank y'all for the competition.
So Avery, let me just ask you this last.
Well, first of all, just congratulations.
Congratulations.
Oh yeah.
And we'll let
Where
you.
the party at?
Yes, they got all of it. So we'll let you introduce yourself and your role in the team and your position.
QB1.
QB1, amazing. So let's jump right into it. The journey. Tell us the journey, because I know the journey started months ago for you guys.
In all honesty, the journey probably started about, I would say, 2 years ago.
Oh.
I know they were pushing for the women's division to happen in the AFL, because it wasn't. It was just men's at first. But we started hearing small rumors that they were trying to make the women's division happen. So as soon as that happened, we were like, hey, guys, we're sticking together. We got to work together. We got to do what you've been playing with for years and years. You look at your add-ons to help make the team better. And we kind of already knew our roster for the most part. And we committed ourselves after the national goal in January 2020. We committed ourselves to where we were going to travel and play. And that's the academy.
Nice. So it started 2 years ago, where we thinking months. No, it's years ago. Wow. So over the years, you guys have just kind of stuck with your team, grown, gelled, and that has created the ultimate $200,000 winning team. Nice. Let's talk about the scores. Let's jump right into the semifinal game where you guys played MZ Smoke. When I look at this score, I said, now this is a score that is making a statement. 6-47. What statement were y'all making? Nice. Well, it looked good, and if anybody was scared, they definitely got super scared seeing that score. It was good. Now let's roll into the second day. When you guys got to the finals, you get to the championship game. A lot of people thought it would be, they probably thought, you know what, we might see lights out in there somewhere. You guys play She Blitz, which is a combination of She Unit and San Diego Blitz. The score 0-26. That's a big lead, a big gap. Walk us through that game, and at what point walk us through that game.
Well, our semifinal game was at 8 a.m. in the morning, and we really didn't step on the field again until I want to say close to 3, and it was supposed to be a 12 o'clock game. So with the rain delay, kind of getting cold, I kind of felt like the team and personally myself just kind of stuff like it was a brand new day, and we had to re-warm up. We had to re-get our mindset. And also knowing like we're on a CBS Sports Network stage, it's just different. Even though you know who you are, you know what your team can do, you know you can ball. It just kind of put you on, on your heels a little bit. So I know I came out a little nervous, not doubting my, ability heels a little bit. So I know I came out a little nervous, not doubting my, abilities, but it was just like, wow, it's finally happening and it's here and it's live and you got this sky cam flying all across your face. You're on the sideline with cameras just looking at you. And, myself, I'm a pretty just chill, humble player. I just want to throw the ball and represent my team. So it's like these little spotlight things just kind of, you can't unsee them. They're right there in your face. So, I mean, it's awesome. The platform's amazing. But I think going into that ship game, I was definitely a little nervous. All my games I feel nervous. I think any given Sunday, anybody can come out and she blitz. Real talk, offensively, we scored 6-0, maybe 7, the extra point. The defense got the pick 6 and gave us that leverage of like, okay, we can breathe. But offensively, I don't think I put together the best the best execution to punch it in. Like had, Joe caught that touchdown on the first drive, that would have just broke the ice and just eased us a little bit. But she did it, and stuff happens, and it's okay. But that's what makes our team great. It's like where offense might, be a little nervous, be out of sync a little bit, the defense picks it up. And if the defense is out of sync a little bit, the offense picks it up. And it's just extra scary when we're both in sync.
It is. I saw you and Joe doing some trainings together. Do you guys always do that? I saw like some videos. So you two, it just looked like one-on-one, you and her.
Joe and I just kind of have our own natural training. We've done together for over 10 years. We've played together, but we were focusing with intentional effort to meet up and throw together, to get timing down, to see what routes she's been working on, how I'm throwing, for her to get the feel of the ball. She's a teacher, so she coaches a lot. She's actually coaching, or probably leaving coaching now. I work 11, 12-hour days, and so our schedule is very off. Joe is I'll wake up at 5 in the morning and work out, and I'll never wake up at 5 a.m. in the morning. I did that at SMU. Those days are done. I vowed to never work out in the morning like that again. But, she has her own drive. I have my own drive. I play in leagues 24/7 as my practice. She works out on the field and conditions as her style. So we all train. It's just a little bit different. It looks different.
No, that's just awesome, man. Congratulations, you guys. How many tournaments did you all have prior to the AFFL?
That committed lineup that I was telling you about, that we all sat down and created our group chat and talked about, I'd say we at least did 1 or 2 a month, and it was going from Tennessee. It was going to Lynn Lewis in Florida. We had So Icy in Dallas. We had the barbecue chicken tournament in Dallas. So it's just like it was constant. It was, some people could make that tournament, some people couldn't. So we just had to give our girls as many opportunities as they could to get into a flow, get a feel for each other. What can we offer? Where are we excelling? Where do we need to work and make some adjustments and stuff?
Did y'all win any of those other tournaments?
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
Sorry, Siri was talking to me. Can you ask it again?
Did you win any of those other tournaments that y'all went to?
We won all of them.
Oh, well, see, there it is.
I was like, yeah,
See, what that is.
They win them.
So
wow. So, Davida, you guys had this saying, this slogan, well, your team, we are who we say we are. What was behind that?
There's a big target on our back. There's a lot of, people who have high expectations of us. My team, a lot of the girls are very confident in the team's ability and in their individual abilities. And I can't knock them for that. They really feel we are who we say we are. And I use the word they because I'm kind of cut from a different cloth. I would never use that slogan for my own personal self. I'm very like, hey, y'all, any given Sunday, stay humble, stay hungry. Anything can happen. And you've seen that through the AFFL. You saw that with Kings of Florida in the Freaks game. Like, who comes back from a 20-plus deficit to win, right? So, no, my teammates, a lot of them live by that. I respect it. I don't have that, like, dog type of mentality of, like, yeah, we are who we say we are. I'm like, hey, any given Sunday, line up. You never know what can happen, but I know what we can do. I don't think anyone can beat us if we're on our game. But you're not always on your game.
That's true.
Truth be told.
All NAS, no breaks. Explain that to us.
All NAS, no breaks is just my Fast and Furious Asian version of expanding on all gas, no breaks. And that's just we wanted to score. We wanted to put the points out there. We wanted to make the game exciting. We had different reasons to be motivated for, that game and all of our games. And so, yeah, all nos, no breaks.
Nice, and I can't forget this too. We need to see your shoe cam because we always do that on Hills to Cleats. What kind of shoes you got on?
This is going public live, but hey, I'm Asian. I don't wear shoes in the house. So, I just got my toes. I got a Band-Aid on. I got 2 toenails coming off. Any athlete knows what's going on when that happens. So it is what it is. I'll get a pedicure for my birthday, whatever. But no shoes in the house.
Awesome. And Davida, you know what? You guys are really strong. When you guys, with the controversy that was going on, you guys lost a major player, a big player. All your players are major, but when you guys lost a major player of your team over the controversy, her remarks about saying things about gay people, what were y'all first thoughts? And were you guys playing any of these games with her in mind to fight back? How did that go for y'all's team?
So I was going to stay in-house, and we're always going to support our teammates. We're family. That's really the most I'm going to say about it. Whether somebody does something wrong or right, we're always going to be there for our family. We're going to talk to each other. We're going to educate each other. We're going to understand each other and support each other. And of course, we're always going to play for our sisters. We're always going to play for our coach. I mean, we're family. That's motivation.
Awesome.
What's your athletic background prior to flag football?
I started out in soccer in 3rd grade. Then I joined basketball in 4th grade. From there, it just went to softball, varsity volleyball, varsity track, varsity soccer, and basketball. I didn't want to be great at everything. I wanted to be the best elite at something. So about my sophomore year in high school, I dropped all my sports. I kept soccer and basketball. I hate long distance running, but I knew soccer was good for my conditioning. But I wanted basketball. So I put my time and effort in the gym before and after there instead. But I mean, there wasn't football back in the day, so I'm going to go where there's a scholarship sport.
Right. No, that's right.
That's smart. That's really smart. How long have you been quarterbacking?
I've started flag, and I'd probably say 06. I'd probably say I'd quarterback starting in 07, 08, probably 07 when Chris, my coach, and Shantae, my SMU teammate, just threw me in there and said, hey, you're quarterbacking. And I was like, we were at a tournament looking for somebody, and we're like, who's quarterbacking this week? And we were just constantly looking for a quarterback because we had no consistency. And they were like, we're looking at her. And I was like, no, we're not. I was like, I am not quarterbacking. But they're like, no, you can do it. We'll help you. You got a good arm. And my brother's quarterback. So as a point guard, I kind of could see the field, leadership, captain vision. Yeah, but they threw me into it. I was not trying to be a quarterback, trust me.
Nice.
Cool.
What kind of feedback do you have? We saw a lot in the women's world where women that you guys see a lot, lights out, you guys see each other a lot. What were your thoughts on, because a lot of people had different thoughts, but what just kind of your thoughts in general. What were your thoughts on the play call that you see a lot of videos being posted on for the FFL tournament? What were your thoughts on that?
I think that situation sucks. You never want a game to go down to one play. Unfortunately, we're human, and even with technology, you can get a play totally right and you can get a play totally wrong. I just never want myself, my team to be put in a situation where a play is going to curve that game. And so we all know that. They know that. But they had their 60 minutes to play, and you just got to punch and make their stops. And so it just stinks to end on that situation. I'm not going to knock how they feel. I'm not going to knock how the referees feel, the replay booth. It happens, and good calls are wrong and wrong calls are right. I mean, Des Bryant, he made his catch, could have took his team to the Super Bowl. It was wrong. USA was in the same situation in Arlington about a year and a half ago, where we were so excited to play on the largest platform at that time, which was on ESPN. And there were some bad calls that happened. There's some situations, but it's like we were mad. We wanted something to blame besides ourselves and our team and our play. But at the end of the day, it's a whole game you got to put together. And so it's unfortunate. The controversy stinks. But we'll see them again. They're a great team. And we have to make it there to that level as well. It's not nobody's given that spotlight.
Awesome. And last question. What are you guys going to do with the money? We just want to know.
I would say all of us have different agendas for it. I mean, some of us have families, and we're going to take care of our families. Some of us are going to invest. Some of us are going to travel the country, spoil ourselves a little bit. I myself, I donated $2,000 to one of my former students who's going through bone cancer right now, and the rest I'll just save and take care of myself and my mom. So everyone does different things with the money.
Nice.
That's what's up.
Thank you so much, Davida. Wow. Any shout outs before we let you go?
Any shout outs? No, I just want to thank the AFFL for this platform. I want to thank my teammates for being bad butt, you know, I can't cuss, even though that's not really a cuss word, but for being awesome, having my back and always picking me up. And I'm definitely always going to thank my mom and my second mom, the teacher who got me who I am today, and all the coaches and parents. So, you know, I live my name and my steps from them and their legacy, which is why I always say pay it forward. I'm just paying forward what they did to me, to the generations now, to my teammates. So that's my shout out.
Awesome.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Congratulations
for being here,
again.
and congratulations again. Yeah, that's big.
Thank you.
Bye. Vegas, and look who we have right here. It's Lindsay. We talking about Vegas, y'all. National champions, right here from the ATL. APOC. Well,
Strikes again.
Strikes back.
Of course.
I like that. Empire Strikes Back. That's what y'all created over there.
Empire Strikes Back.
nice. So you guys are already the three-time champions here in the city.
Yes.
You guys are, you know, you've won tournaments, and then you went to Nationals Vegas. You guys even opted out of a local tournament to stay focused and prepared for Vegas. Walk us through the experience leading up to you guys getting to Vegas in game one.
It was tough, especially like getting new players and getting them accustomed to how we play versus how they play in other teams. We didn't do much practicing over the summer, so like literally we practiced maybe 5 or 6 times right before Vegas just to prepare for Vegas. All those teams are new and we've never played them before, but like I said, it was definitely a new experience for us to try to prepare for it because we don't know what to expect when we get down there, and normally we have a game plan because we've played several teams before and we know exactly how they play, but for this tournament it was just new to us all.
Man, whoa.
Wow.
So who were the teams? Some of them, do you remember?
One was Chicago Blitz.
Oh, that's a tough team.
Yeah, it was another team out of California, Mindset or something like that. But it was all North teams, so it was 3 other teams.
Different styles I could have took y'all any kind of a way and tripped you up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, smart. Okay, cool. The Heat. We heard a lot about the Heat.
A lot about the Heat.
I mean, I know we from Hot Atlanta, but I heard that the Heat kind of was another obstacle for y'all. Tell us about that.
That heat is undescribable. Like, you can't even describe that heat. I don't even, like, I'm still trying to recover from, like, my breathing, because, like, that heat was ridiculous. Like, nobody could, it was people passing out, including the refs. Like, the refs were passing out. Whoa. They had to, like, cancel their games and find other refs because it was just that hot. And the refs were passing out. They had to like cancel their games and find other refs because it was just that hot. And the turf, we were on turf. They put 8 women on turf.
Gosh.
Now everybody else had grass, but 8 women had turf.
Wow.
So it was a different type of heat. People's cleats were melting. It was just crazy. So we were not expecting that type of heat. Even like when we walked off the plane, it was just like it just hit us.
Immediately.
It was like
For APOC, like, what's next?
of course, we're always aiming for the Nationals in January. So that's the bottom line. Like, we really want to go against the people that we've been going against. Lady Elite, Black Mambas. That's our ultimate goal, to beat them. Because we haven't beat them yet. So, I mean, we beat Lady Elite in the tournament, and that was about it. But nationally ranked, we want to beat that team. So, we're waiting for January to get that opportunity. Other than that, that's our main goal.
So y'all heard it here first. She basically said APOC is looking to be the West Coast and the East Coast concurrent national champion. I like it.
I was gonna say.
I like it.
Put it out there. Manifest it.
Worldwide.
Put it in the atmosphere.
Put it out there.
Put it out there.
That's right.
Well, okay.
So So the experience, though, you said you had to play different teams, different. How did you all, as a team, mesh? Because you had different players. You said and all that stuff. How long did it take to mesh?
Surprisingly, it didn't take long. Like most of the people that came to our team, they had experience in on other teams. But we always, Coach Jimmy is an awesome coach. He'll find what you're good at and he'll put you in the best position to make you great. So we had a new person that came to our team, and she actually won defense MVP. And she was a rusher. So normally, you know, she was the one that people thought like, oh, you're not going to fit into that team, but she actually meshed well with them, and she was able to show her skills and actually get an MVP from that. And we had other people from other teams, and like I said, once they got onto that field, it was like we all meshed. It was what we needed. It was those missing pieces that we needed to be that number one team. So, like I said, we didn't have much practice over the summer. So the time that the new people did come, I mean, they learned really quick. They were able to mesh in. They were able to learn Jimmy's, you know, his ways of teaching and how he plays and what he looks for when we're on the field. So it worked out perfect for us. So we're just waiting to now play in the league coming up next week, I believe.
11th and 12th, we right there for season opener.
Yeah.
So the women are starting too?
Yeah.
11th and 12th.
And where is that going to be at?
Ooh, don't
Okay.
quote me on that.
I was going to say, one last question from my side. Go ahead and settle it now. East Coast, West Coast, where's the best competition? How did they stack up out
I
there?
would say East Coast. Now,
Yeah.
West Coast, the teams that we did compete against, they were pretty decent, especially the one that we went against the championship. That was a team, they never played 8 women. But for them to play, it was like, wait, what? And it was kind of hard because their defense, they would start moving around right before we snap. So that is the only downfall that we were having is, you know, trying to adjust to that. But we were able to overcome those mistakes that we saw, and we were like, okay, now we know how they're played. Now we can play against that. But they did have some good teams because, like I said, they're new. We've never played them before. They had different styles and different techniques of how they play. But I would say the competition is in the East.
Nice.
For sure. We just saying that in the men's for the longest.
And just piggyback off of that, do you think that because now the money we're seeing, like the, you know, we just talked to the $200,000 of sevens, will APOC create, you know, just take one less girl off the field and compete for money too in the sevens? So
we actually did try. We did go to the competition for that in Florida at the Lynn Lewis. We participated in the AFL style. We did make it, but we did get an invite to go to Houston. But at the time, we had already committed to Vegas, so that's why we didn't go. But we did have the opportunity to compete and get that money, but we just decided that since we had already committed and paid our dues for Vegas, that we would just go there.
Nice. So, but in the future, we could
Of
probably.
course, yeah, of course. Yeah, we're working
APOC
on
going
that.
for that money, huh?
Yeah, of course. And a matter of fact, we actually, before some of the people came to our team, we actually pulled people from different teams to form an Atlanta team to compete against the other team. So we're definitely trying to compete in that AFL style. It's new to us, and when we went down there, it's very new. It's not 8, so it was a different experience. We had to learn the rules while we were playing. So I think now that we got the rules and we understand how it's supposed to be played, we'll do better the next time we play.
Y'all look good down there. It was really good for y'all first time. I was right there. I saw it. So thank you so much, Lindsay, for being here.
It happens. You play AFL, you win the money. How much does Jimmy take off the top? What's Jimmy's cut? All right,
Jimmy always makes it known what he's gonna get.
Okay, all right.
Because at the Happy tournament, he took his little coins
Okay,
out
all right,
and he was
all right.
y'all, here you go.
I got you. All right.
Jimmy gets what
Just,
he wants to get.
you know, people are wondering. All right, we've known Jimmy for years, so we're wondering
All right, cool.
about the reality show.
Jimmy's a bad boy though, man.
That's
Oh, yeah.
funny. I
Oh,
like
yeah.
it though, but you know what? I like it. It's straightforward. You said he pulled it out in front of y'all, and then here y'all go. Ain't no question about what he took.
Yep.
Period. Like y'all all seen it. Well, thank you so much, Lindsay, and invite us to any celebrations y'all have. We want to come celebrate too.
I sure will.
Do we have any insider updates about the reality possibilities? Okay. There's your answer.
About
There's
the
your answer.
reality.
No,
The reality show.
The reality
show for the ladies.
That's some.
So
That's
I thought. Go ahead. You in it?
I was a part of it. I had to step away from it because it wasn't for me. But I'm pretty sure it's coming along really fine. But I had to step away because, yeah. But I did make the cut for the reality show.
We're going to read between the lines on that one. Okay. Well, we shall stay tuned.
Did y'all get a chance to check out the other national champions from the A while y'all were there?
So I actually recorded the Strays game.
Okay.
If you win B, you should automatically go to A, of course. But as well as if you have been a B team for a minute and you have the players in the key set, even if you haven't been winning the whole time, but you can potentially win, you should move up to A. We need a lot of more A teams. It actually pushes you. Some of our women teams, they like competing against us because it actually improves them and helps them to see something else that they haven't seen before. So we have that trouble because not everybody wants to go to A. They're scared to go to A, which is it's kind of hard because we need more teams and we're tired of just playing just two other teams.
Right.
And then now they have to where some tournaments only B teams can play, which is not fair for the A teams because now we're at a disadvantage and it's like we're being punished for being a higher or going against elite teams. So I feel like, there needs to be more A teams. Like, even if you feel like you're not going to be an A team, you should still at least attempt to try because you never know.
Right.
It's anybody's game.
Any given Sunday, right?
So V says any given Sunday.
What about you, Sean? What you think?
It's a hard one. I think when teams are starting out, they definitely should go B because I think if they, if you're a new team and you come against a heavy hitter, it's going to probably discourage a lot of the girls. It really is because it'll be a slaughter bath and it's not helping the A team. I think that teams, some people are comfortable not wanting the competition, right? There's people that there's people that want to go play on Sundays and drink some beer and go home. There's leagues for that. And there's some people that don't want the competition, so they stay in B. So I think it's just a matter of the culture of the team. But in 8 women, Lindsay's 1,000% right. If more teams do not step up to A, and we are seeing we're starting to see a new trend of, because I never heard of it until recently, but it's becoming a new trend where only B teams can participate in tournaments. There's no A division. You can't come here and play. And even if A players try to play, they're recognized, right? And then they can't get on a B team and play. So if A teams don't stick together and maybe say, okay, we're going to go here together, there together, and almost force these tournament people to let them play in that division, and more teams step up, then I think A could possibly die out. It's a risk, yeah.
So, Lindsay, do you see a lot of quality, quote unquote, B teams that could compete in A but just are running from it? Do y'all see that in the women?
I do. I was going to mention something. I had people message me asking like how we are as a team because they want to get to A.
Man, listen. Decide what your team is trying to do. If it's a business decision, go where the money is.
Period.
Like whatever. If it is a business decision, you go where you have the best chance of making the most money. You know what I'm saying? If your goal is, if you just want the competition, by all means, you need to go A. You need to see what you got. Sometimes that's not always the best financial decision. Like you spoke about the culture of the team. If you are a group of guys who enjoys playing together and has to get up in the morning and go to work again or whatever, then by all means play in a lower division, enjoy yourself. But ultimately, don't let other people dictate what your team does, because you're never gonna, if you're trying to keep other people happy, you're never gonna make your team happy. So, but everybody's goal is different. If you want the competition, go A. If you're trying to make a business decision, you need to decide if you want to play A division. And if you're just trying to have fun, then by all means, go play whatever division you play in.
But when you say make a business decision, even if they're that have the talent level to win A, you saying that's
what is your goal? Is your goal to make money, or is your goal to prove yourself?
So you're saying, what I'm saying is
that stamp in the A. So it's really all about what you want to be recognized as. You know what I'm saying? Some people just want to compete and want to win and have fun doing it because, hey man, we spent money, we spent bread to come down here. We got houses. Nigga, the best feeling is to win with this too. Wow. Like, now the Strays, there is nowhere to go but to A. You want on the East B, you want on the West B.
You got nothing left.
B is out the question at this point now. I'm just saying, there is no more B. It don't matter, you know, it's only A. And this is where you get your stamp at. You feel me? In the A League. So it's time to get stamped. You know what I'm saying?
If you play at a lower division, you're not ever going to be considered the best in the world.
Come on,
like
man.
you got to recognize.
I'm just saying,
know what it
it's
is.
all good.
Know what it is.
Yeah.
We know what it is. It's what is it, 625, whatever, because of the with the police fees. Jesus.
Y'all don't require that police out there for the women, are you? Yeah. Yeah.
Well, we made our bed.
We ain't on that level.
Right.
Not yet.
Not yet. Give it time. Keep, obviously get your schedule requests in when you make your payment. I've had at least one team go ahead and make their schedule requests. I haven't seen any money, so that email didn't get opened. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you. All right, pay your money, then ask me. Don't make demands and tell me you're gonna get me later. So, but get your schedule requests in. We'll try to accommodate as many as possible. We do need to know. I know we've got several teams trying to go play in North Carolina. We need to know very quickly who's going to North Carolina because we need to know whether that's worthy of taking just an entire league day off. Who knows?
Yeah, that's on Kurt post that too.
Yeah.
Well, we're not gonna say who you got, Sean. We'll let you and Lindsay pick who y'all favorites coming into the season.
Oh, well, we don't know who paid.
All right.
Well, based
Well,
on
listen, of the 6 teams that's paid right now.
that's
We go to EA
hilarious. I got 6, huh?
Right. All right.
paid. But I like the Shockwave, obviously.
They haven't
Shockwave.
paid.
Oh, see, EA Strays.
No pressure just because they sitting here. Okay.
I like the Predators too. That's what Reggie plays. Reggie and Billy.
You like the Predators to do what?
Anton, Billy, Reggie on that team.
Maybe you might want to check their roster.
And that's why I'm not voting because there's too many people moving on to different teams. I don't know who played for
We're
who.
moving and shaking, huh?
Yeah.
Scratch that.
Yeah.
I can't even pick a team because I don't even know who played for who.
Yeah.
What you have to do is go with the consistency that you know who's good.
Who play? It's good y'all starting up. It's gonna be interesting too because y'all have a lot of coaches who play. So and the season's gonna start at the same time.
Yep.
Now are they coaching or okay?
That's a well.
That's
Listen,
a whole nother
we
conversation.
go find that out quickly.
When she said it, I ain't say that. And I just kind of.
Yeah, that's a whole nother conversation.
Are they? Are they coaching, or just on the sideline?
Right. They
Yeah.
coach for the moment.
Yeah.
For the moment,
Listen, there are quite a few of those.
Oh.
I don't know if you want to name any.
Oh no, I don't know.
Okay.
I wouldn't know. So.
Are they on your team? Are they? Oh, okay.
Right.
Just checking.
The
He's
end.
got some assistants, doesn't he? I thought he got some assistants.
They're not.
Oh, okay. Does
Closing announcements for me. Co-ed 8 is starting back September 29th. It's $65 registration fee. 5-Star Sports, they have that. And then a big shout out too because we were on, this is our last episode of season 3. Season 4 is going to be starting up pretty soon. 11th and 12th season opener. So last episode of season 3. And we want to make sure that we do shout out the winners of Brawl for It All. We didn't get a chance to shout them out on the podcast. So YB4L for 8 men, Black Mambas for 8 women, Pro 8 division, and then Lady New Era for 8 women, B division. So congratulations to y'all. Those are all my closing announcements.
New era. That's not New Vela era. That's
No,
different
it's
team?
different.
Oh, okay.
stay vigilant, people. A lot of laws being passed right now that are gonna encumber a lot of things we want to do. Don't lose focus because I promise you the other side hasn't lost focus. And unfortunately, that's what we tend to do. Is we tend to get a victory and then we get complacent, and they tend to gain ground. So they're trying to do it right now in Texas. Be aware. We said the other week, if America saw how America treats Americans, America would invade America to free the Americans. Well, it's going on right now in Texas. All right, the Texas Taliban, as we're calling them.
Texas
Taliban.
Taliban.
Listen, if you
Texas
look up Sharia law and the laws that are going on right now, you'd be hard pressed to find a difference. But you need to ask yourself a question. They're legalizing constitutional carry. They're doing away with a lot of women's rights, and you need to ask what all these things have in common and what they stand to gain from it. They're changing voting rights, women's rights, and gun rights. And man, listen, y'all know how I am. I'm advocating for everybody to get the strap and be real about it. Be real about what's coming and what they're trying to do, because they're not sleeping. And unfortunately, most of the time we do.
We do. We out here. They out here climbing crates and stuff.
Right. Yeah, we got the crate challenge. Right.
Mimosa challenge.
Right.
Now. Like so, yeah.
Yep. So be
All
aware.
kind of injuries. I'm talking about niggas.
And that's it. Back to low. That's it for heels to cleats, and then low for the men's show. Take it out.
Hey, ATL Podcast, man. We appreciate Sean.
Cause I ain't playing yet.
Well, that being said, here's the Cleats ATL Podcast, man. We out.